Hello, good day everybody. Welcome to the Eastern Cape Bushveld, and we have started off with the 3 amigos here in Amakhala Game Reserve, which is a very good start to the day, I do believe. So I think we're going to stick around here for some time and watch them. And of course, they are full bellied. They had an eland the other day. So hello again, my name is Andrew. I'm Paul, still behind the camera. We're doing very well. We hope you are too, and we hope you learn lots of new things with us today. Awesome stuff. Let's have a look at these beautiful cheetahs. Look at them, they are totally flat, sort of on the side of the road there, on the side of the path. Now, for some of you, maybe you didn't know this, but yeah, these 3 cheetahs, they killed almost a full-grown female eland. Wasn't yesterday, day before yesterday. Yeah, it was a day before yesterday, and because of that, I mean, they're going to be extremely full. They're going to be very, very good condition at the moment. And there's no reason really to move around too much. So they just found themselves a nice little peaceful spot of shade, and they're going to stick it out there in that shade over there. But it's lovely. It's nice to see these cheetahs in such great condition. I think it's better for them that they don't feel that we are pressuring them or we parked on top of them or anything like that. So out here, we definitely try and keep a nice little distance from them. See the distance that we've kept? And because of it, they're just continuing to sleep. But by looking at these cheetah right now, they are extremely exhausted. And fair enough, because they have had a brilliant meal, and that is going to sustain them for a good few days. But the reason why I'm saying they're extremely exhausted is because all of them have got their heads down. It's the first time I've seen them with all 3 heads down on the ground. Whereas before, I'm sure you've noticed that usually 1 or 2 or all 3 of them have got their heads up.
And off over on the other side, as I pan across, you'll just start to see the buffalo have arrived as well. So it's making for wonderful viewing here. And the otherwise quiet eastern side of the reserve. Did I say quiet? Does that look quiet to you? I don't think so. But always worth it when it's very hot, as it's getting now. After a very chilly start to the morning, lots of animals now are coming down to quench their thirst. It's thirsty work being out here in the bush when it's hot. So, and no animals enjoy the water much more than buffalo. Elephants, yeah, rhinos, warthogs, but buffalo are definitely one of those. Let's see if we can get in nice and close. Just do a couple of the individuals, just to get a nice close-up. We were with them yesterday afternoon as well when Nick was finishing up, and they were just all ruminating, lying, resting, and then we didn't have any sign of them this morning, and now with it being hot, they've all come down. So that's pretty awesome. They're slowly making their way, I think, going to come to their preference, and that being the mud wallow. The little youngster in the middle there. Blessbok getting shooed. Picking up pace as they head to their favourite wallowing site. I think the youngster hasn't quite learned how awesome it is to wallow in the mud just yet, to its full potential. But this is where they seem to all want to now start coming. And I think it's going to be a mud wallow party.
Now this is the second bull that came down. He got himself into the water just a little bit. You can see he's very fashionable, has some boots on. And our original bull, the first one that came down, is sort of, you can just see him at the edge there, walking off. Water is key. Now we've got a whole lot of zebra that have come through as well. It's just very, very busy here at Okaukuejo, which is lovely. I'm gonna just move us across to see if our other bull is still around and what he's doing. Maybe get us a bit of a wider view as well. Oh, that wasn't very successful. Our bull seems to have moved off. Yeah, so he was walking kind of towards the right there. But he seems to have moved off. So look at how comfortable these zebras are coming down to the waterhole. And zebras can be quite skittish at a waterhole. I've seen them in like this, and then somebody steps on something completely harmless like a rock, and then suddenly everyone's bursting out of the water. But it's important that they react like that, because they rather react than not react at all and suddenly realize, oh, there's a crocodile here all of a sudden.
This one is now sort of moving a little bit slowly off. But it was actually interesting because there is a bit of these little dwarf shrubs that are growing here, part of the fynbos, and it's casting little bits of shade, which are perfect size for these crown lapwings. And so this one that looks like it's tiptoeing was actually under this little dwarf shrub that we've just mentioned, which is quite an interesting one. So it just goes to show that it's a very warm day, and if the birds are seeking shade, you can only imagine how hot it must be right now. And we do look forward to seeing you on the sunset safari, which will commence at around about 2:30 Central African time. Until then, you all have a fantastic day, and we'll see you in a bit.